Reviewing the P25LC2 Diffuser. I love this light. This thing was my everyday carry light for personal use, not for work. It's a little bit more expensive than I'd like to take to work as I work on a farm. So this thing, it's a fantastic light. Since I got it, even when I was, just saw the pictures of it before I even got it, before I even got my hands on it, I just knew that it was a fantastic light. Especially the idea with the actual flood, the ring that lights up around this, the actual light itself. I thought that was just the best idea ever. As sometimes I don't need an actual beam, I just need like a flood type light, which this is great because I don't like the diffuser tips actually over the beam, because that just, I don't think it looks good at all. I think it's kind of ugly. And also this, I could just set down like that and it will light up whatever I need, space wise, on my desk, or if the power goes out, I could keep it on my dresser and have it light up my room just enough so I can see what I'm doing, and I don't have to actually carry a flashlight or have to worry about a beam going onto the ceiling and driving me nuts with just one single beam, where this will give me light throughout at least my actual room, which is not that big. It's probably only 200 square feet or 300 square feet or something like that. It's not that big of an area to light up. But this thing, since I've gotten it, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic light. And then it does come with a case, but I'm too lazy to take it off my belt right now, as it is my carry for today. So I am going to carry it around with me today. But it's 1150 LED lumens, which I thought it was actually 1050, 1075. And I definitely recommend this light. It's probably one of the, my C8, my TX25C2, and then my Phoenix UC30, and then my O-Light would probably be all ones I definitely recommend. They're all really fantastic, good lights if you have the actual money to spend. But if you want a really, really good, cheap light, the WLS2 Jet Beam is a really good light. Don't get me wrong. That's a really good light, but it's not something for me that is a little bit more expensive that you'd want to carry it on you off a job per se. It's more of a job light than anything else, at least in my view. It's a cheaper light. It's a good light, but it's just I don't know. It's just maybe because it's only 900 lumens. I don't know. It's just not something I'd want to carry off a job. All my other more expensive lights, I'd carry it on me, off the job, and just keeping lights all around the house, so I have a flashlight if power goes out, which happens quite a bit in this area because of either someone crashing into a telephone pole or a tree falling and taking power lines with them or whatever. But this is probably one of the lights I'd probably buy again if this one gave me issues and it died for some reason of use, or if I broke it for some reason, like if let's say the actual LED died, I'd probably try to get a replacement from IT.EAGTAC before I went and bought another one. But let's say if it was going to take them 2 months to get me my light back, if the warranty that they fixed it and everything like that, and I didn't have to pay, I still probably would have went out and bought another one just so I had one for the meantime while this one was in the shop. That's how good of a light this is. It's a fantastic light. I love it. I could talk about this light all day. It's probably a light that I'd probably have 2 or 3 hanging around just because it's that good of a light. But that's me, and I think this is probably my number one favorite. Then my Nightcore MH20, which I did a review on already. Then my TX25C2. Then my color EAGTAC, the one I just reviewed. Then my Phoenix UC30. Then my Olight S30R. Then my C8 Jet Beam, which I just got, so I haven't really fallen in love with that one just quite yet. I wish it was a little bit better, but and only in small, minor areas that don't really count that bad. And then my WLS2. All my lights I love. I haven't, I haven't hated any of them or, gotten mad at any of them for any reason for, breaking on me or anything like that. I did own the Phoenix UC35, and I didn't like that because it was just too long to keep in my pocket for an everyday carry, and I didn't like the case again because Phoenix, they have great, fantastic lights, but their cases on the holsters suck. They're absolutely awful. I hate them. They're just really crappy made. They're crappy material, very thin, and just flimsy. I don't like them. I refuse to use them. I rather use my pocket or the clip that it came with to put on my belt or to put in my pocket, whatever. But Phoenix, fantastic lights. I love their lights. And then I also owned a Nightcore, what was it, P12. And that was the 2014 edition, where it was only 960 lumens, not the 1000 lumen one. So that was also a good light, but that was my workhorse, and I ended up selling it before the LED died on it, and from use, because that had at least minimum of 40,000 hours, at least, probably maybe 35-ish, 40,000-ish area, but that had a lot of hours of use on it. It was used just as, just like my WLS2 Jet Beam, where that is my daily working flashlight, where I bring it to work and I use it whenever I have to. The Nightcore did its job, it did what I needed to do, and then I just felt it was necessary to sell it and get at least a few dollars back for it before it died. And then the UC35 I had from Phoenix, that was a fantastic light. That had probably roughly about 30,000 hours. That was my backup light for work. Those are my two first lights that I bought that were for work. I actually only started buying flashlights when I bought the Nightcore P12. That was my first actual big flashlight, and then I owned, the UC35, and then I owned the PD35, the 960 lumen one. No, that was the 850, I'm sorry, that wasn't the 960. It was an 850, the 2013 edition, not the 2014 edition, and that was a fantastic light too, but I sold all three of those because they're all just heavily used, and that's what I end up doing, is I keep flashlights for so long, and then after I've had them for quite a while, and I've got my use out of them, and it's time to buy a new flashlight, or there's other flashlights I'd rather have that just came out, I sell my older ones, and then I buy the newer ones. So right now I have a total of 8 flashlights, and I love all of them, but eventually I'm going to end up getting too many, and I'm going to end up having to sell a few, but this is the most flashlights I've ever owned. So the most I've ever owned before these 8 was 5 total, and then I sold the three flashlights I began with, and I've somehow accumulated total of 8 now. So you know, I'm just waiting for another light to come out that catches my eye, and I'm gonna go and buy it. But right now, this is gonna be probably my last flashlight review for a little while at least, until I see something that really catches my eye. But I'm really only into pocket-sized flashlights, so if any of you want to, see an actual head-mounted, on, an actual, what do you call that? Like a strap or something for your head. No, I don't do those. Or a big monster flashlight. Something that takes like 2 or 3 D cells or something. I don't do those. I only do pocket-sized flashlights. So, post any comments and let me know, and if you have any questions, and I'll try to answer them. But I hope to get another flashlight or two, hopefully in the next month or so, and hopefully I'll have another review for you. But thank you.